send him because because we give him, oh, what's that? We give him so much, what's it called? Royalties. He is getting rich off of us, is what I'm saying. And I can't hear you.
Any better? Any better? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let me kill my Audacity and start it over. Because class dismissed.
God damn it.
Oh, check it out.
Yeah. Oh my god!
What? What? Oh,
Oh, that's my
I just
phone.
heard your echo.
That's my phone.
Why is your phone doing that?
Because I have a Twitch on my phone, so I can check and make sure if anyone chats that I can respond to them. Nobody does. But, yeah.
But then, so wait, now I just heard my voice in your side.
I forgot to turn the volume down on my phone. I just silence my phone usually,
You
but
know we're
usually
making
I
an
don't.
audio thing, right?
Oh, wait, what? Is that like with ears or is that the
This
mouth
is
one?
Josh. I'm recording for Misfits of Science, Season 1, Episode 13, Center of Attention.
What? I guess we'll talk about it. Wait, let me see your shirt. I just got excited because I was wearing the same one. Is it a good fit? Do you feel good in it? It's great. I love it.
I feel all right.
All right. Fantastic. That's
Mhm.
exciting. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
We're always twins. It's so fun.
This is ridiculous.
Should we clap it in?
Let's do it.
All right. I'm done.
What's up, guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. We are here today to talk about Misfits of Science, Season 1, Episode 13. The episode is called Center of Attention, and this is your one and only warning. We're going to spoil it. The thing aired almost 40 years ago. You've had enough time.
Come on, dummy. Hey! Josh! What?
We're going to do it. We're going to book club this goddamn episode of TV from 1986.
Finally, it's been waiting for us.
The time is right.
Yes. It has just been sitting on the shelf. Sad. Where's Josh and Tressa? Here we are. What's going on? Hey, you know what? I fucking love this episode.
Did you really?
I did.
This one was like sort of lukewarm for me. I'm glad to hear you loved it.
It was
Tell me more.
It was so fucking stupid. I loved it. We get a whole new show idea from Max Wright. I mean, Dick Stetmeyer.
Dick Stetmeyer. Dick Stetmeyer.
They're like, look, we can't fit him anywhere in this episode. Let's just make him in some boardroom where he has to pitch this show. I mean, this lab to these CEO dudes, and he'll be fumbly. He'll be Max. It'll be great. We'll do that, and then we'll bring him back at the end for the punchline. It'll be fantastic. And you know what? They were right. They were fucking right.
Yeah, this is fully a network pitch meeting disguised as a board meeting.
Yeah, I want to see that show. I want to see a show of Dick Stetmeyer just pitching shows. That's the entire premise.
So my favorite thing about this pitch meeting to the board, he's got hand-drawn illustrations of members of the Misfits. Why? Why does he have them? Who drew them? Did he draw them? Maybe he's an artist.
Photography did not exist in the 80s, so he had to do something.
No, it's like the concept art at like for like an ad company, like on Mad Men, they'd have like the hand done art, and this was that.
Or a court, a court art artist.
Right.
This,
Totally. Totally.
yeah, unnecessary. Perfect. Loved it. And Jane made a comeback for 5 seconds.
Wait, did I blink? Was she in
Yeah,
it?
she was for 5 fucking seconds.
Where was she? I'm so confused. Like, so I'm watching the show and I'm like, wait, was Jane in the credits?
Oh, I don't know.
Was she in this episode? What did she do in this episode? I can't believe I missed her.
She dribbled a basketball at the park.
In the beginning or the end or both?
At the beginning. I was going to say, oh, wait, was that Nance? No, because he said Miss Jane.
Wait.
Yeah.
Really? I thought Nance was in the park. It was Jane?
He said Miss Jane because I was like,
think
whoa,
it
whoa,
was
whoa,
Miss.
what?
I'm so sorry. I think that was Miss Nance.
All right, I'm going to give that the benefit of the doubt, but I could have sworn he said Miss Jane, and I was like, oh shit, they had to cram her back in there because she got her pre-pregnancy body back and she's looking slamming.
I'm not even positive that she was in the credits.
Yeah, because they changed it, so maybe they're like, we gotta redo this because Jane is the fuck out of here.
All right, so this is a shout out to all the letterheads, the longtime listeners, the super fans, and especially to the Josh heads.
Fuck the Josh heads.
Check out this episode. Give it a watch. If you haven't watched it already, now's your time. Check out Is Jane in this episode?
Thanks, guys. I'm trying to remember, like, Billy is just as Billy as ever in this episode. He's back to being kind of weird and wrong. I don't know. That they have put so many lives in danger in the entire series. And the moral of this episode is like, it's not about cheating. It's about saving the game of basketball. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. So Billy gets on his high horse to save basketball, like the pure game.
Like this one fucking team fucking matters. Billy.
Well, you know, if you believe in just fairness and like people playing by the rules, then great. However, the whole thing is a little bit undercut by the fact that while he's on his high horse, lecturing everyone, literally everyone, about the purity of the game, he's also instructing Gloria to use her telekinetic powers to make it look like Elle is scoring. And he's betting on it.
That, you know what? That it seems like he's.
This is a real have your cake and fuck off, everybody.
That is 100% exactly what it was.
What the fuck is going on in this episode? Like, if you're trying to make a point that like cheating is bad, I'm on your side. If you're trying to make a point that like fixing a game and betting on it is bullshit, I'm with you. I think like fuck those people and their cheating ways.
Yeah, but it's only bad when Billy loses.
Right. It's only bad when Billy loses, and it's only bad when anyone else but Billy is behind it.
That's right. Yeah.
What the fuck?
See, this was a great episode. It made no sense. It was super fun.
There's so much going on. There's the guy that owns the team that bets against them and has a bunch of the team members like throw the game. And they're like all real assholes and nobody's ashamed of what they're doing.
They're all real dickheads.
You get Johnny B dressed a little bit like a mid-'80s Don Johnson, but also in 50s style. He has like sort of his 50s-ish / 80s-ish hair. And then he's got a 50s/80s jacket, but it's over a t-shirt.
Was it a pastel t-shirt?
Yeah, it looked white to me, but it might have been pastel.
I don't remember.
We heard the song Oh Sheila by Ready for the World.
We heard lots of great songs in that party scene. It was
Wait, what else was in there? Because later on we heard Dire Straits.
Yeah.
Money for nothing and your chicks for free.
God damn it, I was hoping you would like write this down because there were like 3 songs they played at the party. They played Oh Sheila. Oh, they played Party All the Time. They played
What?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. See, I think they're all covers though, but
they might be, or they've been like put through some filters so they sound like they might be covers.
Yeah, that's possible too.
Because I feel like they did like they did something to make it sound like it was coming through a speaker, like, 40 feet away. So like you could arguably say this isn't the exact track. It's like a little different.
They didn't use my track. It's fine. They used Science straight from the heart. And then, okay, there's a conversation at the party between the coach and the owner that I found confusing. And I don't know, because I was honestly just kind of watching. But the owner was mad that he was only playing rookies. Is that correct?
I think I zoned out. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, well then we'll see that.
This was a tricky episode for me because it's about sports, which I cannot focus on.
I fucking hate sports anything, especially sports episodes of whatever show, but this was goofy as hell. There's a scene where they're like, I don't know if it's when Elle is trying out or what, but they are playing.
He's going undercover as Einstein.
They are playing the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes! Yes!
But it's in the style of Misfits of Science theme song. I loved that so much.
I was pretty thrilled.
Fantastic.
We got to see a seesaw in the lab. The guys that are like being experimented on in every scene in the lab are just on a seesaw for some reason.
Love those guys. That, you know what? Don't come at them with basketball in the lab. They do serious work there. Oh, I got hit with a basketball, you guys. Wacky. So
this episode leans on some ideas that we explored in my favorite episode. So my favorite episode, so far at least, is the spy one that has a voiceover, that has like a hard-boiled voiceover.
Yeah.
So just the one thing in that's also in this, or maybe it's 2 things, I don't know. Yeah. So that had like an ex-football hero turned spy. And everyone was working extra hard not to hurt his self-esteem. Like the whole episode was about like pretending everyone else had fucked up so that his self-esteem could stay high.
Sure.
So in today's episode, Elle's friend, the Fly, he's considered the jinx on the team, and it's really getting inside his head. And we see him really bummed out. And I don't know why we fucking care about all these dudes and their fucking feelings. Like, I'm not saying that like we should never care about people's feelings. I just don't know why we give a shit about these dudes and their feelings.
Because they are men, and we need to protect men's feelings at all costs. For example, let the creepy old dude hit on Glow at that party, even though she's a teenager.
What was going on there? Who was that guy, and why was that happening?
I don't like it was unnecessary and disgusting.
It
And
was
even
like a grandpa type dude.
ugh, gross. He was bleh, like he was drinking a whiskey on the rocks and just like sauntering up to Glow every once in a while. Hey, so how old are you? No, you guys. But
Maybe
again,
maybe he was maybe he wasn't hitting on her. Maybe he was trying to get her back in school.
oh yeah, you're probably right.
Also, one of my favorite things from the beginning scene with Dick Stetmeyer, he's got the drawing of Gloria, and he's like, she is a confirmed telekinetic. She can move things with her mind. And they're like, okay. And she's, and then he goes on to say she's 17 and she's on parole. And the board members are like, she's on our payroll. He's like, no,
You
she's
crazy.
on parole.
That was great. You stupid old guys. She's just a criminal.
She's going to be a minor forever, apparently. She's never going to turn 18.
What? No, that's gross. Why would we want a woman of age on this show? That's gross.
Well, her deal is she's a kid,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
so kids watching this identify like, oh my God, there's a
That could be
kid.
me.
And she has the coolest powers of all.
She does. Why didn't they just make her younger to begin with? I mean, even if it was same, even if it was still Courtney Cox, they could have been like, she's 15, wink.
Well,
But
I don't know. Maybe because they need to have her be a kid and a sex object on some level. Is that right?
yeah, you're totally right. It doesn't make it not disgusting.
But the thing is, they don't play to her as a sex object. The only thing is that, like, she had a crush on Johnny B for half of one episode, and that was it. You know what? I don't think that they play her as a sex object at all.
Except for when creepy guys at a party come and hit on her.
Right. But like that is so easily and quickly parried and deflected.
Yeah. And also, she can bring on kids her own age that Johnny B can be gross to. So it's all good.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. But the good thing is she's 17 and on parole. I don't think that's how, you know what? I don't know how the justice system works, but that
Yeah.
doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it seems like you have to be an adult to be on parole, but I don't know anything about anything.
So,
Hey, letterheads, let us know.
yeah, letterheads. Write us. We get some awesome stuff with her and Johnny B in this episode. She makes some Dobermans go flying.
I forgot about that.
That was fucking awesome.
That was before they had to treat animals humanely.
If you do it telekinetically, that like there's a loophole.
Because they went flying.
It's like they catapulted dogs.
Like 3 stories high. Oh my God, those dogs are dead now. I mean, they are anyway because those were 80s dogs, but still.
There's a fuck, I forget what it's from. There's this old thing where Matt Berry is like trying to, please interrupt me if you remember what this comes from. He's like hitting on a woman as she's walking her dog, and she says something about her boyfriend or husband, and he kicks the dog like it was a football, and it just goes flying so fucking far and hard. It's like off screen, just into the sky, like it flies into the sun. It's kicked so hard.
Damn, he's talented.
He's the best.
In this scene where Glow catapults these dogs, Johnny B and Glow need to find the paperwork to prove that the owner is fixing all the games.
Why is there paperwork? And how would they know how to find it? And why is it so important to them to do so?
I don't know. None of it makes sense. It's so stupid. Oh, we'll just go to the safe that we know exactly where it is, and then we'll just fucking open it, and there it is. Solved. No problem. But they get caught, right? And, hey, guess what? Johnny B's afraid of water again.
Right. The security guards notice that.
Security guards are on top of it. Man, they know
Yeah.
everything about these guys now. They know their intricacies, what they're afraid of, how their powers work, more so than maybe we do.
Yeah. They are watching like a tiny security cam footage thing in like a wall of security cam TVs. And they're like, oh shit, that girl's telekinetic. Oh fuck, that guy, he's afraid of water.
Turn on the sprinklers and then we're done.
So when they get captured and tied up and blindfolded, they put them on a pool float. How did they know that blindfolding her would like hamstring her powers?
She didn't even know that in the last episode when she untied herself with a piece of mirror.
Fucking Johnny B, once freed, he's kind of terrifying. He melts a phone and then seals a door with his lightning.
He's a fucking monster, dude. Okay, they have no phone now. Okay, they're the bad guys, but they have no phone and they have been welded into this room. How would anyone know anyone's in there? Maybe if cleaning people come, they're like, oh, these people, this room is condemned. We can't go in there. Those people are going to die in that room. Is my theory.
Oh, well.
No one's like, hey, where's the owner of that? No, they're dead now.
Money for nothing and your chicks for free.
When they're on that little pool floaty thing and they're trying to get free and the pool floaty thing pops somehow. I mean, it never deflates, but it pops somehow.
Right. It's leaking because of some reason.
Yeah. And Glow's like, wait a minute. I can see my blindfold. And her blindfold jumps off her head.
Right. She's like, it's red. Is that all you need?
What? This is... I just have a real problem with these powers that come and go as they please, and the rules are just like nonsense that only sometimes are a thing. You guys, we're a serious show. Can we get it together? Just rules are rules.
Rules are rules. If there are no rules, then what are we even doing?
Thank you. Let's just go to Target and steal for 5 years.
Wouldn't there be a statute of limitations?
Oh, good point.
Not if it's a felony, maybe. Or is it? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I mean, honestly, if it's a felony, it's over time, it's not going to be a felony after 7 years because you got to drop some of those off. Poor planning, Target.
Maybe they have their own prisons.
Oh.
That's where the real money is.
Yeah, it's true. Then you get slave labor.
Yep. Plus, it's all taxpayer funded slave labor.
Yep. You can just feed them oatmeal for every meal of the day. Who cares? Who gives a shit? They're prisoners. They're Target shoplifters. Fuck those guys. Anyway.
So, for some reason, Billy is trying to sink consecutive baskets. Fly is the captain of the team, even though the team should have just been completely disbanded and done away with, I think.
Oh, no, it's fine. They did a GoFundMe and now he's the captain.
They didn't have GoFundMe in the 80s.
It was an 80s
They had
GoFundMe.
bake sales.
Right. They went to a church and asked for money. What?
They had keg parties. They had rent parties.
Yes. Oh, fuck yeah, they did. And they were dope. Why did they get rid of the original
16
captain?
bands.
Yep, we gotta save the rec
$5.
center.
Here's a red Solo cup.
Yes. There's breakdancers over there. There's a band over there. Go nuts. What? I think I just confused captain and coach when I was about to ask my question.
Let's
So they made Fly the captain, or they made him the coach?
They made him the team captain.
Okay. Well,
Whatever
makes
that
sense.
means.
Yeah, he's the lead guy.
So when you're on a basketball team,
Uh-huh.
what does it mean to be the captain of the team?
It means you get to wear a crown in the warm-ups. I did you Yeah. Did you know the L was from Watts? Or is that just hey,
That is new information to me as of this episode.
seems weird.
So he grew up with Fly
Did he?
and Fly. Yeah, they're like old friends. He's like a brother to him.
So weird.
Isn't that right?
I didn't know if they were like
Somebody watched this
literally.
show. Clearly, neither of us did.
I didn't know if they were literally old friends or if it was like that 80s trope of here's two black guys. Let's make sure they're friends now. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's both.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Right, because also the Watts thing seemed weird. Like, it just seemed weird. Hey, here's a black guy. He's obviously from Watts. Okay, what? You can't just be from 80s. Get your shit together. That's all.
Right. Like, why didn't this black scientist grow up in the suburbs? Like,
Yeah. He could have grown up in Schaumburg. You don't know.
where?
Schaumburg. You know where the IKEA is? Right outside of O'Hare?
Oh, okay.
Come on.
There's a library in New York, the Schomburg Center, that's
Is there an IKEA there?
it's in Harlem. It's actually like a center for like all sorts of great. I went to like this really cool black comic book and cosplay convention before like pre-pandemic.
Nice.
Yeah, there were all these like independent comics artists that had their stuff and like amazing cosplay. There was like a 7-foot tall dude that was dressed like Sho'nuff from The Last Dragon.
Damn.
I was so happy.
7 foot tall. Was
He
he
was a
also a
giant.
scientist and
He might have been a
part-time
scientist.
basketball player with the Hit Beakers? What was that team?
Yeah,
What was
why were
that
they the
pun?
hit beakers? I didn't understand either.
And it was HIT. What does HIT stand for? You guys, if you're gonna make a joke, at least let us know what the fuck it means. It was a joke, right?
I don't know what that was about. I didn't get it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna guess that there are no black writers in the writers' room.
Huh. Or women writers.
Or definitely no women writers. We've covered that. There's no chance of that.
I mean, if women wrote in the 80s, that might be one thing, but obviously they never did. So
Well, if they wrote, all they would write about is having their their pyramids. All they would write about is having their pyramids.
Yep, they're like, are they batteries? Are they burial sites? You'll never know.
Are they batteries? Is that a theory?
Yeah.
How does a pyramid battery work?
It's an ancient aliens theory that I haven't really delved deep into it, so it's pretty funny to me.
Yeah. All right, so
bottom line is best episode ever.
all right, so just getting back to the guy who owns the team but bets against them.
Yeah.
It seems to me like they had a whole negotiation scene with him that they didn't need to have at all.
Well, no, because then it it like laid the groundwork with, hey, we know what you're doing and we know why those people are doing it because they're getting paid a ton of money by you for losing.
Right. Right. You're right. Plus, the fly gets to overhear it and be all sad faced.
Hmm, that's right. See, totally warranted. I don't know anything about Pete Rose. Was this an inspiration for Pete Rose? I don't know what I'm saying right now.
I think Pete Rose's thing when he was busted for betting on games
Yeah.
was years after this.
Right. And he saw it in a rerun and he's like, "Fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome. I'm going to do that." And
Well,
then uh-huh.
allegedly he only bet on his team, never against them.
Okay.
So I looked it up because I was also curious because I don't know much about sports corruption, but like that's the one thing I know about,
Yeah,
and I barely know anything about it.
that
So
it exists.
allegedly, when he finally did own up to having bet on the games, he said he bet on them every night.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, I don't know. If he had been betting against them, it seems like whatever happened to him was warranted. If he was betting on them,
Is there a way we can prove that he was betting on them? Or are we taking his word for it? You know what? I have so many questions about this, and you are an expert at this point compared to me. So, uh,
it was a while ago.
oh, was
So
it?
I don't know.
It was illegal, though. Is that why he got in trouble? Or did he get in trouble because he is.
Yeah, yes, but also I don't think it's cool for like somebody who's deeply involved in the franchise itself to be placing bets,
Right.
even if it is only on his team. But I don't know if he's betting against his team. Totally, that's bad news. If he's betting
Right.
on them, I don't know if that's like so bad.
Yeah, it's like incentive.
I
Try
mean,
harder.
uh, if you were betting against them, it would seem like there's at least smoke, if not fire, that he's fixing the games, right?
Correct.
I don't know. Apparently, the the fantasy baseball and fantasy everything, those all those fantasy sports leagues
Yeah.
have successfully lobbied Congress to basically just make all sports betting legal everywhere all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, it was illegal up until very recently, but they got really these, internet-based
Oh, you mean
things got
not
very powerful and good at persuading politicians.
good for them. I don't understand sports, so I don't understand half of what you just said. It's fine.
Right. So like most of the gambling laws are about a game of chance versus a game of skill. And so if you have a fantasy league, then you make up teams of like members of various teams from around. I don't know how it works either. There's unicorns, maybe.
Oh, I'm listening.
I mean, it's fantasy, right? So
Yeah.
dragons,
Gnomes,
maidens,
wizards, mages.
mages, paladins.
Um, babies in cages.
Wait,
Uh,
what?
I don't know. I was just reminded of some lyrics of a song that no one knows but me. Wizards and mages, babies in cages.
What is that song?
It's from, I believe, a little band called Art Loins and the Wet Dicks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They
Wait,
have questions?
Who is in that band?
My friends.
Okay, because I
Yeah.
used to get emails about them. Did
Decades
Andy
ago.
manage them?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
They were great.
And I think that I think Tonello mentioned them
Yeah.
also. Was he in that band or just maybe played with?
He could have been in it at one point. I don't remember. I think he just DJ'd and we missed it because Andy had a stomach bug.
He did just DJ.
I mean, here.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay. We were planning on going though.
I love that guy. He plays a lot of Michael Jackson, and I'm not that big a fan.
Well, he always plays like, all right. He
It's
does
a
a
lot of
Prince.
Michael Jackson and
Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah, I'm all about the Prince.
Prince is
All about
great, but
it.
I also don't want to listen to Prince that much. Like, I think
Mm.
Prince is amazing, but I just don't want to listen that often.
I understand.
Also, a lot of disco. Danilo loves disco so much.
That's really funny.
That's
I
all
like
he
it.
plays. That's like, I think, isn't everything like super disco-y?
I don't know.
There's a real foundation of disco.
I mean, how else are you going to dance, Josh?
Yeah, I find a way.
Just like nature?
Just like the Yakuza.
So, yeah, the episode ends with Max coming out of that boardroom, closing the door, looking at the camera and saying, they didn't buy it.
No, he says they didn't get it.
Ah, you're right. I just assumed it was they didn't buy it because he was pitching a show to a bunch of executives, but he wasn't actually. But yeah.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the episode, those board members were like, so what do the Misfits of Science do? And he's like, I think it would be better if I show you. And then we just have the entire episode play out as though he were showing them something.
Or telling a story. You know what?
Well, because he can't put it into words because there is no answer. What do they do? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Do they solve crimes? Well, sort of sometimes.
That's
Do they like uncover a mystery here and there? It's part of it. How do they like benefit this company? It doesn't seem that they do that at all.
No, you're just giving them money. You're just bankrolling these guys so they can be the Scooby Gang. And
they don't seem to be
it.
bankrolled, actually. It's just like the two scientists that work in the lab. And then.
Do they?
They
just have
they got a couple guys work in the lab.
They got a couple guys on a seesaw. That's their work in the lab. That's it. They don't do shit in that lab.
Money for nothing and your chicks for free.
That's what I loved about this episode is that Dick Stetmeyer was like, I don't know what the fuck they do. I mean, every episode's different. So, are they scientists? I don't fucking care.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Max Wright as Dick Stetmeyer is asked in the show, what do the Misfits of Science do? And neither the actor nor the character knows.
He tries his best, but I don't fucking...
And we, the audience, are still left wondering, what do the Misfits of Science do?
A little bit of everything. That's the answer.
Because, I mean, here's the thing. Like, when we first see those boardroom guys, I think we are meant to think they are men with no imagination. And they have to have things really, like, handed to them.
Yeah, because they're old white men in all the same suit.
Well, I'm 13 episodes into this show, and I can't answer the question, what do they do?
Neither can Dick.
Yeah.
Nobody can.
Yeah.
Because they don't know. This episode started off with like, ooh, this guy might be a jinx. It's going to be cool because he's going to have this weird power. We're going to go back to science. Nope.
No, that was just a thing that like the fans decided arbitrarily was his fault.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just a bunch of assholes rigging some games. Nothing to do with science, nothing to do with weirdness, nothing to do with Misfits. I mean, a little bit, but kind of, but no. It's just someone being an asshole. What does this have to do with science, you guys?
Science, straight to my heart. Science is over.
Class dismissed.
All right, so that's the episode. Boom. Stop.
Oh, hold on. I got to push some buttons.
I'm going to hit export. As waves, and
It won't let me stop.